Hello Aries, welcome to your December 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Special welcome to my podcast listeners on Apple, Amazon and Spotify. Aries, this month I'm also at the end of this reading doing a sneak peek of January 2021 with my year aheads. So please stay tuned for that. And if you're interested in the full year ahead forecast, I'll have the link made available for you down below this reading. And if you're listening on the podcast, you'll have to go to my YouTube channel, Gypsy Insights by Michelle. Look at any of the December readings, and there you'll find the link to the 2021 full year ahead forecast. And again, the link for that one will be down below this reading. Okay, Aries, let's get started with December though. We've still got a little bit of 2020 to get through. You've got some beautiful energy around you, finishing off the end of the year. You have the nightingale around you. It's air energy. It feels like communication. It feels like speech, getting the word out. Now this could be even in the written word, however you wish to communicate. I'm seeing this nightingale, and nightingales in themselves are not particularly, they're in the realm of birds. They're not particularly noticeable. They're a small brown bird, but their voice is beautiful. Their voice is something that is recognized throughout the world. So that's the way that I'm feeling here. It's about small voices, but voices that ring with beauty, speak beauty, speak the truth in beautiful ways. Aries, this is what I'm picking up around you. Now, we also have the card of the equator from the elemental oracle. And this is, of course, about equality, making equal. The equator. If you think of the equator, it is, of course, the midway point there of the earth. And the way that I'm viewing this is it's almost like the temperance card, the energy that I'm picking up around this. Because if you think of the areas where the equator goes through, there isn't any real fluctuation in temperature. It's hot all the time. So the way that I'm feeling around this is about not going to extremes, keeping things very much in the middle there. Now, for some of you, I get a very small message. I mean, it's a big message, but for a small number of you. And that is that some of you are speaking out against inequality in the world. Some of you have jobs, areas that involve speaking out for people who need to be treated more equally. In whatever way that resonates with you, that's for some of you, Aries, very much an energy there of you needing to speak out for people who perhaps don't have a voice that can be heard perhaps as loud as yours. Small message for some. So Aries, let's take a look at your reading. Again, guys, I'm offering that sneak peek at January 2021 at the end of this reading. And the full year ahead forecast, the link is available down below this reading. Okay, Aries, for the month of December, what do we have here for my fire sign? Aries, for the month of December. I've been meditating on your energy, so I'm going to cut these cards and let's get started with the reading. The Wheel of Life, that is beautiful. The Witch of Air, okay. The Messenger of Air, okay. So we've got the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords here. The Love card, beautiful. The Craftsman of Earth, it's King of Earth, King of Pentacles. Seven of Water. The Goddess of Air, Queen of Swords, okay. The Witch of Water, Knight of Cups. And the Six of Earth, and the overall energy is the Five of Fire. A lot of beauty with this reading. Okay, Aries. The overall energy is this Five of Fire. And It's the only fire card actually in the whole spread. And the card speaks of choice. In the card, there is this forest that is ablaze. There seems to be a glow about it. Now, it could be ablaze with colour, but I'm seeing it more as fire because it is the 5 of fire. So it feels to me like when we think of fire, fire is natural, it's life-sustaining, but fire can create and fire can destroy. So there's a feeling here of aggression, destruction, misunderstandings, possibly spreading like wildfire. And fire creates and fire destroys. So there's a moment of choice here, a time to change, and something hangs in the balance. It's about how you use power here, Aries. How you connect to others. I've got the Wheel of Life, and I'm actually drawn to that spider web right in the center. It's the same spider that's on the Goddess of Air, and that's coming up as you. The Goddess of Air, this spider, this connection. So how you relate to others. I feel that there's a need to make peace with others. There's something here that's I'm feeling is severed or has the possibility of severing. It's a tie. It could be a friendship, it could be a love, it could be a family. Severing ties, making peace. Yeah, right in the center I've got that craftsman of earth, and I'm seeing that as that tree, the tree of life. It feels very rooted, deeply rooted, so it could be family that we're talking about here. Something that is deeply rooted around you, Aries. But I do get that as like a green man energy. I see it as health, as vitality. So if some of you are feeling a little bit run down, there's something that's out of balance. Here's what I'm getting as a message for some of you. If you have a health issue, guys, that you've buried, it needs to be seen. It needs to come out into the open. So don't ignore any feelings of ill health. That's important. Make sure that you speak about that. For others of you, I get that what needs to be spoken up about is about something that's running dry. Now, it could be feelings of love. For some, it could be a sensual energy, sex. But something's drying up. The energy between two people. So where there's love here, it seems like something is running out or drying up. And that's very dangerous kind of energy, and there's a need to share. I need to find relief. You know, I'm looking at this card of love, and I'm seeing this lady here, and she's with this fox. And of course, these are different species. We've got a human here, we've got a fox. And I'm drawn again to that equality. So differing people, differing styles, how you relate to different people, maybe different cultures, different ethnicities, different genders, or however we relate, different styles. Needing to make peace, Aries, needing to make peace. I feel it's a strong family connection here, Aries. For some of you, it's deeply rooted, so it could be, for some, I'm picking up a father, earth sign, possibly earth sign or an air sign. There's love here, but you're very different people, very, very different people. One of you, I feel, is very extroverted. The other, I feel, is somewhat reserved, maybe even very reserved. And there's a need to understand each other's differences and not see them as something that severs the ties. That's the thing, I'm picking up very strongly here for some of you. There's a very deep bond between two people that has been severed. There's conflict. The communication has dried up. You don't have a lot to say to each other anymore. Why is that? Well, I feel that you're just, not only are you different people, you're leading very different lives. I've got it as you, Aries, that is the one here who needs to, you're better at communicating than this other person. You're just a lot more outgoing, extroverted. You say what's on your mind. Some of it comes out as fire. I don't actually pick up a lot of aggression. Maybe at times, but I think that when you get that aggression out, then you calm down pretty quickly. But the trouble is when you act that way, I feel this other person responds in the way that they do, and I feel that they do something very reactive without realizing that if they just let you calm down, that everything will go back to how it was. This person doesn't seem to give you that time, and then things get out of control, and I feel that there's this severing of ties. I feel that that's what's happened here. But there is a chance in December for you to reconcile, to make peace, with your differences. I'm not saying that you have to be best buddies and best friends, and that you'll be very, very close, but you will have a connection. There's no need to sever the tie here if this is family. You may be at quite a distance from each other, emotionally and physically, but there can be peace made so that at least there is some kind of connection. Yeah, I get you're two very, very, very different people. Very different people. Now, for those of you here where this is a lover, I feel that, Aries, you may be having trouble thinking, well, how do I make it work with this person? Because you're thinking that they are too different in terms of too reserved. That's what you think. You think this person is too reserved, too quiet. Could be the other way around as well, Aries. And you're having trouble seeing if this is something that can grow with this person, because you like your freedom, you like to go out, you like to socialize, you like to have many friends and see lots of people. You don't like restriction around you. This other person you may be viewing as restrictive, but I actually don't feel that they are. But you may not be giving them a chance. You may have picked up on something there where you thought, well, no, that person could be restrictive. I don't want to get tied down with that. And so you turn your back on them. But I feel like the connection here can be one that's very, very good for you, Aries. Because I feel that they somehow kind of reel you back in from the edge whenever you tend to take things to an extreme way. This person can ground you. And that's positive, especially if there's something here where your health may have been affected, perhaps by a situation here where you may have overindulged in something, perhaps because of COVID and you couldn't get out. Yeah. Very much a reading here of reconciling opposites, bringing harmony where there hasn't been harmony. The 6 of Earth and the 7 of Water. Well, Earth and water, right? The earth needs water to thrive. It needs water to grow. When it doesn't have that, it becomes arid, cracked, dried out. So there needs to be more expression of love, of emotions, so that that energy doesn't dry up. Because there's a real opportunity here to have a good, harmonious partnership with someone who I think you'll be good for each other. You know, you seem to bring, you can help draw this person out of their shell, Aries. They can help ground you a little bit. So this doesn't have to dry up, but what needs to be done here so that it doesn't dry up is communication. I'm sorry about the noise outside. It's a garbage truck that's just pulled up. I'm not going to stop the reading. So when we talk about the nightingale, Aries, it's that voice that rings out loud and true, and it's beautiful. It speaks with beauty and grace and love. And that's what I feel. You know, wherever there is a disconnection in your life, it's about making peace with that person by expressing your love. A beautiful voice. Yeah, more communication. A lot more communication needs to happen here, guys, where there's been a severing of ties or a disconnect. The severing of ties, I feel, is to do with family. The disconnection, I feel, is more about love. But I've got you here as this Witch of Water and Witch of Air. And I feel that it's up to you here to express yourself in a way which is authentic to you, using your authentic voice, but done with love and compassion and care. This other person I get is maybe a little bit hard to get to, a little bit standoffish, a little bit rigid. I do get that. I've got them here as the tree. There's a lot of negativity around this person as well, which can be difficult. They tend to focus on things that are going wrong. You're not that way, Aries. I get you as a lot more positive. So this person does bring you down a little bit. But again, I feel that if this relationship stands a chance, it's recognizing that, yes, you're very different, but you have things that can really add to this person's life, help them grow, and vice versa. To be honest with you, Aries, I feel like they're really good for your health in terms of this overindulgence thing I'm picking up for some of you. But you're really good for their mindset in terms of this negativity that I'm picking up. You make them smile. You give them a reason to have hope and optimism that the future is brighter. Yeah, this person, I think, has been very focused on the past, getting very down about the circumstances of the world, whereas you're feeding them with this water energy, showing them love, showing that you care, is really helping them see, well, maybe it isn't that bad. It's giving them that ray of hope there, Aries, that I'm picking up. Yeah. This earth energy, I feel, has become parched and dry, but you're helping this earth energy grow. with showing your love. It's really quite beautiful. The Wheel of Life. Well, this is about change, right? Choices and change. So where this person, especially if this is someone who is a family member and you've had conflict with them in the past, there's a change in how you react to this person. I think that you're calming down. You're not taking it personally anymore. You know, you see them as someone who has who's been hurt, deep emotional wounding. For some of you, it's a parent. You know, for some of you, you're growing up, and whereas you had a lot of conflict with this parent when they had more control over your life, now that you're independent, free of that, I get you view them instead as someone who is actually quite wounded. So you, Aries, you have a deep knowledge around this family member of why they're wounded. And I just get this energy of you reaching out and hugging this person. They may not want to be hugged, but I get that you're hugging them. Yeah, and that seems to have a profound effect on this person. Although they may not express it, it does get to them, that moment. In that moment, I feel you reach them. I get that this person has had an arm out, keeping you at a distance, but there is a reaching out here. And there's a strong bond between the two of you, especially if this is a family member. When it comes to the love situation, I'm seeing that as a lot more tenuous. That is a choice that could go one way or the other. It could be completely cut out of your life if you can't come to terms and reconcile the differences between you. But again, it's about a choice on how you handle this person. So Aries, let's have a look. I'm going to get a card here from this deck. And this is, what deck is this? Oh, this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. So let me get one from here, guys. Okay, I'm going to get that one. Okay. The Lovers, okay. So for some of you, this is a choice in love. It's embracing true love, deep, intimate love, or deep, intimate friendships. Making choices from the heart, those that we love, vibrant health or recovery from an illness. Yeah, so that's that message that I was getting before about this person can ground you, see what you're doing that is affecting your health in a negative way. Something that you've taken to an extreme, I feel. For those of you who are in a love partnership, it may be that you have had an extreme dry spell. You haven't had a love for a while, or you haven't had sex for a while, and this person brings that energy in. Healing energy, healing presence. That's for some of you as well. So Aries, I'm going to take this to the January forecast now. So I'm going to stop the video here and come right back with the January 2021 year ahead sneak peek, so please stay tuned. Okay, Aries, welcome to your sneak peek at 2021. We'll do January here, but of course I've got the full spread laid out. And if you're interested in the full year ahead, of course, you can click on the link down below. And if you're listening on the podcast, you'll have to go to my YouTube channel, Gypsy Insights by Michelle. Click on any of the December readings, and there you'll find the link to the 2021 year ahead forecast. Okay, let's have a look at your spirit animal for the year. Aries, you've drawn the dove spirit. So peace again. Peace seems to be the main influence for you, starting in December even. Now, when we talk about the peace dove here, the gentle dove spirit, it's very much an energy of compassion, a warming of the heart, generating peace within you, of course, and also generating peace around you by bringing peace to others. So where there's any kind of turbulence, maybe within yourself or without, around you, where there's a lot of distractions, where you have to be a peacemaker, there could be troubles around you, people not getting along, family members, lovers. You're being asked to find that balance, find that place where you can be that peacemaker, be that mediator, if you will. So whatever's being disturbed around you, whether it could even be on a wider scale, some of you may be working to bring peace on a greater scale to the world. So for others of you, it's troubles close to home, troubles of the heart, troubles within family. The dove spirit there is to remind you that peace begins within as you reconnect. Reconnect with spirit. Aries, although you have this very fiery kind of nature, you also are someone who, you like people to get along, you do. Of course, you like people to agree with you as well, but that's another story. But the energy here is one of becoming still, quieting that stronger influence around you of perhaps always needing to be right. Some of you are like that, Aries. Compassion. Needing to show compassion with yourself, of course. And then finding compassion with others. Especially if you don't agree, as I said, the feeling that I'm getting around this is do your part, whatever that is, to be a peacemaker, to bring compassion, to remind others of harmonious coexistence. So there can be change, true change. And I feel that you can enact change within your own life, within yourself, and perhaps for some of you on a broader scale. But let's have a look here at January, guys. We have the card of new beginnings. Wow, what a beautiful way to start the year. This gorgeous sunrise here. You see the river of life flowing through. New beginnings. It feels like the Fool card. It feels like doing things differently as well. No longer reacting in a way that I think that you used to, perhaps when you were younger. This feels like looking at the world from a different perspective. For some of you, it's starting afresh, starting over. For others of you, it's just starting out. Okay, let's see a major influence for January. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so yeah, you're really wanting to charge ahead and get things done. But there's a real need here to be a little bit careful, because the energy around you is one that may be too forceful. Aries, that energy that I was picking up there, needing to temper yourself in this case. A Knight of Swords in reverse can come across as a little bit of a little bit aggressive, a little bit of a bully perhaps. You're not a bully, but that it may come across to others that are not as gung-ho as you. Because I do feel that for you, you're just really wanting this new beginning, and you're wanting it to start right now, but you may not have the energy around you to fuel that. I get more of a water energy around you in January, meaning it's kind of putting out the fire a little bit, but it's calming you down, but it needs to be calmed down. And the Nine of Swords in reverse as the major event here, yeah. I do think that there's something that has caused you a lot of pain and conflict in 2020, and you just want to be rid of it. You want to be rid of the energy. You want to be moving on from it. Aries, for some of you, you may have jumped into something else thinking it was a new beginning, but I do get a little bit of after the fact calming down and thinking, oh, what did I just do, kind of thing. So be careful, guys, be careful before you jump into something and you say, oh, well, I just want something new. I want this new beginning. Why do you want it? Why do you want it? Because I do feel like that there is some caution around this, a warning that you could jump in too quickly to something in order to forget about something else. Gosh, guys, I hope that's not the case. You know, if you're jumping from one relationship into another, a major red flag here to calm it down. I'm not saying don't get to know anyone new. Of course you can, but just don't take it too far. Don't get married. Don't move in together immediately. That kind of thing, guys. Danger, 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 to quote Steve Irwin. Yeah. Dove spirit. Throughout the year for you, it's about calming yourself and calming other people around you, just bringing that energy of tempering thoughts, tempering actions, holding back just that little bit of that Aries energy so that you can be sure that you're doing the right thing before you jump into something a little bit too quickly here, guys. So that seems to be the start of the year. I'm going to continue this reading with the year ahead on the Vimeo. So if you're interested, you can click on the link down below. That will take you directly to my Vimeo channel, and there you'll find the 2021 year ahead forecast. All 12 signs will be there. You can purchase them by one at a time, or if you'd like, you can purchase all of them for a low price, and that way you'll get your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs, and check out the signs of other people as well. Lots of fun to be had there, Aries. I look forward to doing the rest of your reading here. Please take care for the rest of 2020. Have a happy and safe holiday period and new year, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now, Aries.